Time to get serious. We're back. What's up?
85. I didn't realize we're on number 85 already.
Yeah,
we're really getting up there.
Moving on up, man. With triple digits, wait till you see. So we're gonna have a whole new studio. We coming to you in HD. Singing cats, dancing girls.
We'll get like some of those old Bob Barker like microphones. Yeah,
hey, yeah, a stick. Gonna be good.
Snazzy stuff.
Thanks for joining us on the Eternal Baseball podcast. We do bring you the best 60 minutes of baseball you'll see all week, and maybe shorter this week. Just personally, I was out of town for most of this weekend, and the lovely Mrs. Weber helped transfer my files while I was gone from my old desktop to a brand new laptop. So now Eternal Baseball can be bad and nationwide, and take it with me when I happen to get out and go on the road. But it means I kind of skipped over the week that was this week. So we'll get to it. The exciting things that happened this week. Two pitchers got sent to jail. And if you subscribe to our Eternal Baseball newsletter, you learned about this on Friday. Detroit's Ed Killian, it was great. He was throwing, I think he'd only given up one run in the 8th inning, had a great game going, and then walked the leadoff batter. And the game cycled for a second. And that's when you know something's going on. And then a big ejected appeared under his name. Turns out he didn't like the ball 4 call. And he rushed the home plate ump and accidentally bumped him. So not only did he get kicked out, he got suspended for a week. So Ed Killian with the fiery temper.
Short fuse, yeah.
Yeah, out and about. And
welcome, Lester.
Oh, here we go. Always good to have folks show up on time. We almost did. But the only thing here, and here's a little look behind the curtain, the only thing that's fake about Eternal Baseball is when there's an umpire dispute I have to write about, I got to name the umpire, right? So I usually just find first and last names of guys I haven't gotten along with in my life, and then I mix them. So if you're hate watching out there, which is fine, it bumps up the subscriber count. And I happen to mention you by name as an umpire. Just read into that whatever you want.
Here come the lawsuits.
That's it. Hey man, they're mixed, man. I don't name there's no real name, right? But I'll take jerk number 1 and low life number 2 and mix them together, and there's your home plate umpire. So
you're gonna start trolling you on purpose just so they can make the
could be
the umpire list.
That's when we know we'll know that we made it, right? So
professional trolls.
Yeah. So now I did all the due diligence. I really believe this is going to go well tonight, but it is a new machine. So we'll see.
This might be a 5-minute show.
It be a short show. Or it could be like that Astros game we played where it glitched in the 9th inning and then we had to spin it quick. And the different team won that time. It's kind of awesome.
Hey, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's right. It's like a box of chocolates. But we do have really good match nights. 2 of the division leaders. We got Detroit at Minnesota. And these are 2 teams that have been guided by fans on our message boards, who've been helping us out with the lineups, been helping us out with the pitching rotation and so on. And so, hey man, little fan help. We got 2 teams in first place. If you want to give us some suggestions, we got a Diamondbacks fan helping us with Arizona. We try to watch every team and help them out as best we can, but it's hard to watch 32 teams at the same time with 4 eyes, right? Or 6, I guess. But
ouch, man, I'm right here.
Right? So you see, I'm right here, Webb. But you can help us out. You can do that on our team-specific message boards at eternalbaseball.com. If you see something you don't like, somebody who shouldn't be playing, somebody who should be playing more, somebody who should be called up from the inactive roster, let us know. If it makes sense, we'll give it a shot. Like the Kansas City fans who were dying to get, Frank White, Amos Otis, Willie Wilson, and the
Buddy Biancalana.
Right? No, the recent left fielder. He was there forever. He was on their title team. No, they didn't want. That was it. They didn't want Soler.
Oh yeah, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon. Oh, Alex Gordon left. Yeah, Alex is hitting. Hold on, I got it right here. Let's see. What's Alex hitting these days? We'll check the Kansas City stats.
I'm actually impressed I remember that.
Yeah, 193 for Alex Gordon. So you guys let me know when you want Hal McRae back in left. Or both Hamilton or Jorge Soler. Just let me know.
Just to see the crazy slide. Just double play in eternal baseball.
Yeah. Hal McRae used to break up double plays that his team was turning. He'd just run in from left, spikes up, and
the barrel. He had the best barrel roll in history. I don't think he'd be topped. I mean, maybe some of those early guys, the Ty Cobb era, maybe, but
he knocked Billy Ray. I remember Billy Martin rushing out of the mound. I don't know if he was mic'd up or if the field mic just got him, and he just screams at the second base up. He put Willie in the left field,
and he did. Basically, he did. That wasn't too much hyperbole.
Willie wasn't involved in that discussion at all. He was just like, "I'm going to stay out here and left." And
dude, he was in shock. I was in yeah. Every time I watched it, I'm still in shock that he got away with that slide.
Yeah. I like the those Royals Yankees that rivalry in the late 70s whenever the
so good
AL teams, when I think it was Brett slid into Nettles. And they just started brawling. Like he went in hard, not dirty, but hard, right? And they just started swinging. And the bench is empty, and they managed to separate it. And then they're like, all right, let's play ball. They left Brett on third and Nettles playing third. Nobody got thrown out. They were swinging, man.
Just a gentleman's handshake at the end of it. And they continued playing.
Yeah, and they were like, good game, man.
90 seconds later, they're pitching.
I think Pinella got the Royals catcher at one point on a slide at home, and another brawl broke out. And holy Jesus. And then it was all okay. It all settled down. And then they took George Brett's pine tar home right away. And
is that the same game?
No, that was like
okay. I was like, man.
5 years later.
Man, I gotta watch that entire game if that was the same.
No. I'm not sure those were the same games, but it might have been the same series because they met in the playoffs a little bit. So anyway,
amazing.
Anyway, enough about the Yankees and the Royals because we don't have them on tonight. But I am going to share the screen here so we can take a look at least the standings and see where the teams are here. So let's see if I can do this right. We're going to share the entire screen over here with our audio. Hey, it worked, I think.
That was a dramatic pause.
Right, yeah, I know. It was very dramatic on this end, but
dude, Jason Kendall, my word.
Yeah, who knew, right? And I didn't know that his dad was a major league catcher. Played for the Padres for
I didn't know that either.
So he was MLB royalty on some level, but yeah.
Fast. Kendall was always a base stealing threat. That was the amazing part of it.
And the funny part for Kendall was for years, he was like the last time the Pirates had spent more than $50 million on a player. Like he was the one guy who they kept from 2000 on. And it's funny because Pirates fans, they usually want either Manny Sanguillen or Tony Pena behind the plate. Like nobody argues for Kendall, but it's hard to argue against him right now. Hitting 402. Good to see. If you remember, last year was the year of the pitcher in Eternal Baseball. And at the end of the year, we had 8 total players in both leagues combined. 8 players hit over 300. And I like good. Say again?
I said they must have raised the mound that year about a foot.
Right? I like good pitching as much as the next guy, but it was a bit of a drag. So it's nice to see the Empire strike back here. And it always does my heart good to see guys like Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle up there.
Ted Williams only has a 1,350 OPS.
Yeah,
that's all.
No big deal, right? No worries. But it's not always guaranteed. And there are some guys who've had snake pit seasons in a row. Steve Carlton is finally off to a good start. Tom Seaver having his first good Eternal Baseball season. And one of the guys who's been snake bit every season is Ty Cobb. And we'll see him tonight. And he's only hitting 250, but that's up from like 202 last week. So we would like to see guys like Ty Cobb hit a little closer to what you would expect from a guy with that pedigree. Everybody's numbers are depressed usually about 20%, hitters and pitchers, because that's what happens when the best pitchers face the best hitters. Everybody struggles a little more than you might expect. But
nice to see old Spud Chandler,
right?
The ball well too.
He's brand new too, and he put up phenomenal numbers for the Yankees, but it was all during the World War II years. So you wonder
Gotcha.
if that's a bit of an asterisk or not. But like we always say, right? The
It's like
numbers,
Korean League numbers, right? Or something.
right? The numbers are the numbers. So he's doing well for New York. But anyway, the teams that are really rolling, Philadelphia is starting to make some distance out here in the East. Atlanta, they're leading the South, but there's a lot going on. Welcome Cameron to the show.
Yeah, welcome Cameron.
The absolute runaway best team in the whole league is Pittsburgh. They've been incredible. And they just started. I don't know if Mazeroski was getting tired at second or if he's not hitting that well. I have to check. They just started playing Bill Madlock at second a little bit this week, and he's like 8 for 9 on the season or something like that. Like,
wow,
he's mad at Kendall. Like every time Kendall says I'm leading the league in the batting, Madlock goes, well, technically you're leading the league.
Madlock's strike zone effectively that he would swing at was amazing. Just
yeah.
It was like a foot on either side.
I think he's a tremendously underrated player. I think if he'd have stayed on one team his whole career, kind of like Don Baylor, right? You know, Don Baylor was good, but Don Baylor was really good. He just bounced around so much that it was hard to build a legacy that way, right? So anyway, who else? The Dodgers. The West is slowly starting to come out of it. It's bizarre to see the NL West as bad as it's been, because usually LA is okay, but San Francisco is amazing. And San Francisco still hasn't quite shook off. I think Willie Mays missed like 3 weeks with a hamstring injury or something. So they have him back now. Maybe they'll get it rolling. The Yankees are doing well as usual. Oh, speaking of the Yankees.
Yeah, welcome, Rob.
But Boston is fantastic. I think Boston has won like 8 out of 9. And Baltimore has lost like 7 out of 8. The wheels have completely come off. I'm going to look at Baltimore later tonight, see if we can tweak that lineup a little bit, because something's not working suddenly up there. Birmingham back where they belong, I guess. First place in the South, but not impressing anybody at 11-12. Detroit and the White Sox tied atop the AL North, and Minnesota healthy out west, where Oakland's struggling. And my favorite player, Ricky Henderson, is awful this year.
Is he?
So bad that they played Matt Stairs in left over Ricky Henderson yesterday. That hurt my heart a little bit. Like,
so he's well under the Mendoza line, huh?
Yeah, he's just not doing well. So we'll see if Ricky can turn it around. We hope so. But it kind of lends to the credence of authenticity for our league when my favorite player is garbage. And your favorite player is doing fine, and we'll see him tonight, because if the fans haven't, if you're new to it, Roto's been Kirby Puckett fan number 1 for a long, long time.
There we go. Bring out the Beckett.
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Very, very, very nice. So
it's actually the old Ruben Sierra back cover.
I like it. Ruben Sierra sent a card back to me one time with somebody's autograph on it.
There's the old Danny Tartable where he sent the card back without it being signed, and it was like one of those facsimile like postcards along with it that he obviously didn't sign. It's like, well, yeah. I appreciate you returning the cards again.
Right, let's got my card back. Let's see here. All right, so we got to move on ahead here.
Yeah, Rob's not impressed with the Matt Stairs replacement.
Yeah. They played a couple days prior. They played Canseco in left.
Oh, Cameron, yeah.
Come on. Hey, look at this. Tiger fan number 1.
Tino, welcome.
Tino's here. Hey, Tino, if you want to help us with the Detroit lineup, that is all you.
Wait, so where else did Stairs play? Did he went over to KC? Or did he start in KC?
A little bit, but he had this. He's not an Oakland legend, but he had this really good 3-year span when he put the earring in and got with the 90s. He was a bit of a terror out there.
I miss the 90s, man.
Not many people say that, right? Most people.
I do. 90s were fun, man.
So here we are on.
we're on a Cub. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, there you go.
Gotcha.
Here we are on December 11th. Detroit at Minnesota. So we'll be human for both.
So I assume that Tino's going to get behind my lobbying to play Sweet Lou Whitaker at second base.
It's totally possible. Tino is a Tiger fan number 1 and I would say Ty Cobb apologist, but more like, what the hell is wrong with your game? And
4
Ty
years in a row.
Cobb
There's got to be some modifier we just don't know.
Yeah, he's got a good point. So, oh, here we go. Stairs was a Tiger and a Philly.
Oh, interesting. Okay, thanks, Brett. Welcome.
Did bounce around a little bit. So, okay, the thing we know for sure is the pitching matchup. So it's two Hall of Famers who are off to rough starts. It's Hal Newhouser, who's been an AL Cy Young finalist for us, I think twice, but he's 1-1 with a 6.46. And then this is where it gets great because we're going to play Puckett, obviously, for the Twins. But it's Bert Blyleven tonight.
Oh, Lord.
You want to tell him your Bert Blyleven story?
I went to go see the Twins play in Seattle when I was a young kid and went down. We got there early, went down to the first baseline, and we're trying to get some autographs. And everybody was cool. Puckett signed a lot. Yeah, everybody was super cool except Bert Blyleven. Just kept walking by, and he had a couple baseballs in the glove, and he'd do these like fake tosses to all the kids. Like he'd hold it up, everybody go crazy, and then he'd do a fake toss, and then he'd just laugh at us and walk away. It's just like, come on, man.
And now he's getting called out on eternal baseball. He's
probably just the nicest guy. He probably just was having fun, and I took it the wrong way, but man, it did rub me the wrong way at the time.
It's one thing to just not do it, right? I'm just not doing autographs, or I'm in my game mode or whatever.
Yeah,
don't taunt the fans, man.
Maybe somebody maybe one of the older guys said something to him, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there were some circumstances I didn't know, but at the time I was just like, this guy is a major jerk face.
All right, so we're looking at the Tigers here. We're looking at replay stats. So this is what they're doing in Eternal Baseball this year, and they're facing a right-hander. So we're gonna rank them by their current OPS versus right-handers, and then
I'll let Brett and Tino figure out who. I'll stay out of the discussion on the.
Oh yeah. Yep, we got. It's all good points, gentlemen. The one thing to watch with Gehringer is he's been dreadful against left-handers, but against right-handers, he's the second best Tiger. So you're probably gonna want the mechanical man at second base. So
let's see. Cameron has something about the. Let's see here. Nice. This is Blyleven. Yeah.
Oops. All right. So I'm gonna build. We'll start building the Tiger lineup here, right? And Tino, you obviously get what you want. So if you want something changed, you let us know. But I had been batting Cobb leadoff, but he's been struggling. So if we're gonna mix it up a little bit, it looks to me like it might be Gehringer leading off, Tettleton. We'll see if he's catching. He might be DHing.
Oh, so yeah, here we get some more. Let's see here. Oh, man, I didn't realize Blyleven actually was the Twins color man there for a while.
Oh man, look at this. Now we got
another sweet Lou appreciator. I love it.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with Lou Whitaker. Greenberg can also play left, so we'll see how that plays out as we get this going. The guy who's been a surprise, who's been incredible against righties, is Carlos Guillen, who was fantastic for the Tigers in the early 2000s. So, but if I'm playing him likely at second or third. And are you really going to play even a hot Carlos Guillen over Miguel Cabrera? Yeah.
Not my call, I guess, but
not if you're going to sell tickets, right?
There you go.
Well, let's see. If we put Greenberg in the left, and if you DH Tettleton, who was not a great catcher, but a hell of a hitter, that lets you play Norm Cash at first, who's been very good. I'm probably going to play Cabrera in front of Trammell. Cabrera plays a shaky third base, but the DH slot has been taken, and that lets you put Trammell at short and Freehan catching, and then Cobb is like second leadoff. It stacks your lefties, though, as the lineup turns, so maybe it's Trammell, Cobb, Freehan.
Yeah, let's see. Tino just wants Cash to play. Okay.
Cash is in. So, Tino, let me know if you got any swaps there. Brett really wants Whitaker today, the numbers just don't bear it out. I mean, we can do it. We just got to bench somebody else. So if Whitaker is coming up, I want to keep the fans happy. So if we activate Lou Whitaker, then we will deactivate Bobby Veach, at least for now. And if we're going to flip this around, if it's not Gehringer, man, I don't know that I can put Cobb that high. If we lead Cobb off, because he had 3 hits yesterday, I like that, then we could put Lou down here. And that breaks up a whole chunk of righties.
We've got no Gehringer.
Yeah, I can change this however you want, guys. We got the time.
Yeah.
And the game hasn't frozen on me yet, so I'm happy about that. So
There's a couple other comments there. Yeah, check it out.
All right, let's see. All right, so hold on. If we're putting Carlos at third and Miggy's going to DH, Tettleton's out. Guillen moves to third, which helps the defense. Cabrera DHs. I could lead Guillen off. There we go. Hold on. Confusing myself here. Cash for Cobb. Now I've got my lefty-righty switch working up there. Cobb wouldn't go that high. I could do... That's ridiculous. How do I move Ty Cobb far enough down in this order, right? Come on. But
so he wants to...
Tettleton's going to catch. Okay. Instead of Whitaker. Or instead of, Freehan. Okay.
Perfect.
And then Tettleton will move up. Yeah, I'm not bagging on Ty Cobb. I'm just saying as the numbers go. And we have sunk him in the order a little bit, and it seems to have helped this week a little bit. So I'm good with this unless you guys want Gehringer for Whitaker. So speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm already planning the Twins lineup in my head.
Right? Oh, here come the Twins/Senators. All right, we're going to go with Whitaker for now.
Can't hurt back.
He is a little bit. I think he's even better defensively, slightly. Okay, here we go. Moving on. Gone. Over to Minnesota. And they're facing a lefty, so we'll sort them by OPS versus left-hander. Look who your beast is, Roto. Gary Gaetti has been a monster against left-handers. So
get that 87 team in there, man.
Yeah, I think you want a lefty in there somewhere. So it's probably Goslin, and third usually is what makes sense.
We have Rod Carew available. That's amazing.
Yeah. So it looks like Knobloch's got the best on base. So Knobloch leading off, playing second.
Should we put Rod Carew in the 2-hole, or you want to put Puckett there?
Your call, man. You tell me.
Let's do Puckett and put Carew a little farther down.
Puckett goes 2. The numbers say Gaetti cleaning up. So he's at third, giving me good D.
Yeah,
now
take over anywhere from there, man. Take over. Just get Carew in there somewhere.
All right, so we'll get Carew in at first, and then Severs he only plays left, but Goslin plays right.
Tino has lodged a complaint about Goose Goslin.
Yeah, more years on Washington. So you got plenty of outfielders. Yeah, I said cleanup's fourth. Gaddy, cleanup. That's what I said, isn't it? I think.
I don't remember.
We'll watch it back afterward.
I've got about 30-second memory. So.
For the Twin maniacs out there, and some of these names seem a little off. It's because the Twins get the lineage of the original Washington Senators who moved to Minnesota. And I've had Twins fans go, I don't want anybody who wore a Senators jersey. And I'm like, cool, I'll just take Harmon Killebrew off the team then. And Walter Johnson, if you don't want him, I'm sure there'll be a bidding war for him. Let's see who else we got here. All right, so with these many guys around, you could get Heine Manouche, great name, as your designated hitter. Looks like Mitch Garver will catch. Yeah, because Mauer's been just dreadful against lefties. Now I just need a shortstop, and that's Cecil Travis. Whew. They're really light at shortstop. So sorry about that, but Cecil Travis is your guy.
Why am I spacing on the shortstop of those championship teams?
Oh, man, I was searching twin shortstops today, so hang on. The guys I was looking at going backwards from current who might have made the roster, but none of them actually did. Christian Guzman, Pat Mears, Greg Gagne.
Oh, Gagne.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Roy
That's it.
Smalley, who was a lot better than I remembered.
Yeah, Cameron got it too. Gagne, yeah.
Zoilo.
Or Gagne, or I forget how he said it.
Dude, I'm going to butcher this one. It's Zoilo Versailles or Versalis or Versals, or he didn't have a great career, but he was the AL MVP in one spike year in the 60s. Roger Peckinpah and George McBride.
Peckinpah, name. Solid name.
Yeah, guess what era he played in, right? Come on now. He was in like the 20s. Another guy who won MVP out of nowhere in 25, I think, or something.
He did pronounce it Gagne, though, didn't he? Or did we just butcher the heck out of that?
There's an AWA wrestling family who spelled it the same way, where the dad, Vern, owned the promotion and was the champion for like 20 years. Imagine that, right? But they pronounced it Gagne. And his son, Greg, was a rotten wrestler who also somehow always was in the main event. How'd that happen? So, yeah, you might be crossing your Greg Gagnes with
Here
your
we
Greg
go. We got a wall of text here. Let's see.
There we go.
RBI baseball too. Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at this. Yep.
Gagne.
Gagne.
Gotcha.
Hang on. They're moving so fast.
And that's funny.
Oh, Tina.
I'm sure Bert's just the most pleasant guy. I just caught him in like there was like one 2-minute stretch where he just was having fun.
Everybody has bad
I wasn't in the mood.
All right, so I think we're all set here. So let's hope the audio comes through. Yeah,
it's a little choppy, but it's coming through.
No intro though. I gotta fix the intro guy.
Oh,
I'm sure
we'll have the computer settle the last name pronunciation. We're good.
I'm sure it's just a button that I don't have. Push press. Oh, there he is.
Bert, Blyleven.
Leading
off for Detroit. Third baseman, number 9, Carlos Guillen.
All right.
Play ball.
Now I hate to get in here too rough. But let me see here. Video and sound.
This is how the sausage gets made.
Right? I'm not in here very often, right? Narrator volume. That was a little quiet. We'll pump him up a little bit. Okay. Now, no offense, Tiger fans, but we always play as the home team. So we're going to put the computer in charge here. But if you see something you want changed, let us know. We can hop in and make that happen. And it feels to me like we could pump the whoa, there we go. Get the big head shirts going. Whoa, that's too big.
Boom.
Hold on.
That blocks in Rod Cruz's personal space there a little bit.
Right. All right, we'll stick with this. All right. So here, let me move my lamp a little bit here. This new setup's messing with me. Okay. So here we go. Carlos Guillen versus Bert Blyleven. Hang on. This is actually nothing wrong with the computer. This is just user error. Options, preferences, Detroit is computer. There we go.
Left fielder, number 5.
Swinging a miss.
Hank Greenberg.
I'm sorry?
Hank Greenberg. Hank Greenberg. Like 3 words.
First baseman,
Walks.
Norm Cash.
Norm Cash
Right fielder,
once brought
Harry
a
Heilman.
legit leg of a kitchen table to the plate to hit against Nolan Ryan. and cracked the home plate umpire up. You can find it on YouTube. They didn't let him swing the table. It is a lot of Senators out there, 3 at least.
Pitching for Detroit, Hal Newhouser.
Called him Prince
Leading
Hal.
off for Minnesota, second baseman, Chuck Knobloch.
Knobloch. All right. One try to fix it.
Knobloch.
So if it's just Knobloch, that should do it, right?
Knobloch.
Knobloch.
Hey, well done.
Win. All right. Progress. Oh, looks like Norm Cash blew it.
Center
So
fielder.
Cameron, you're talking about
Rhoda.
the cash. Let's see.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah, the cash table leg store. Yeah, that must be it. Huh? That's cool.
That's awesome. Chuck
All right, where we
Knobloch,
at?
91%.
Oh yes, it's early, but we're doing it.
91, Roto.
Send him.
It's Mickey Tettleton behind the plate, too. So caught him.
Ah, come on. I don't think I can get too
Oh,
much flack
boy.
for that one though.
No, I don't think the strategy was wrong. So here's Kirby Puckett, and no doubt that I got the photo from right after that World Series homer as he's rounding second. It's a great shot.
Love it.
Ty Cobb is under it though. Puts it away.
Right fielder, Goose Goslin.
Talk to me, Goose.
Ooh,
Oh, I broke up the no-no.
Third
he's pretty
baseman,
fast, right?
Gary Gaetti.
Not bad, right? All right, Gary Gaetti, you're hitting cleanup. Boo.
Catcher, Mickey
Sitting there.
Tettleton. Designated hitter, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Not worried about this at all, do it. All right.
We need the home plate ump. Is there like a button for him to
I
chat it
I
up?
don't know if he rings up strike 3. Let's see. Oh, there's umpire volume. I'm gonna crank it. He may yell at us.
I like it.
So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, home run fireworks? Yes, please.
Ooh,
I guess
okay.
we gotta look at this a little closer.
That's probably gonna crash the computer, but
Probably, right?
did Miggy just steal it? Oh,
It
whoa!
looks like he tried and it was an
Shortstop,
overthrow.
Alan Trammell.
He just
Yeah,
gave up his
Cabrera
stolen
took
base
off
to
for
Miggy.
Mitch Garver is rated with a 1 arm. I think
Ooh.
that might be a little rough. We'll look into that. But we'll have to keep guys a little closer with that. Because obviously, if Cabrera has the green light, it could be a long day for Twins baseball. So 2 down for Alan Trammell. It's a dribbler to Gaetti. The throw
Ooh, that's tight.
in time.
All right.
First baseman,
We go to
Rod
the bottom of the second.
Carew.
Rod Crew is a phenomenal bunter. Tettleton's not a very good fielder. So
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think now is probably the time if we're ever going to try it. Run, Rod. It's not that good. Boo.
Left fielder, Roy Sievers.
Roy Sievers. Trammell's in on it. He doesn't get it out of his glove clean, and Sievers is safe.
Designated hitter,
20%
Heidi
bit.
Manish.
20, Roto. 20%. Steal second.
There's a couple other comments that are pretty good.
Oh, hang on here. Let's see what we got here. I remember strike 3. It took forever.
It's like a bit, and then he do like the big
Big
pull of the
pull.
arm too, like that.
I remember there was a guy who had a long one, and not just for strike 3. He would go, strike 1. They would have hated him now. Hey,
Oh, Dutch Rennert. Okay.
I was hitting 202 a week ago. Dutch Rennert. There you go. As though I have 2 guys I didn't like named Dutch and Rennert.
There you go, right?
All right. So We're not running receivers at 20%, but here's Heine Manouche. Oh, look at that. Travel wouldn't even throw it to Whitaker. He took it himself.
Catcher, number 18, Mitch.
I see Travel and
Herbert.
Whitaker
All
side
right,
by
Mitch.
side, though, I have to say.
Yeah, the funny thing is, man, and Trammell had the better career overall, but Trammell made the Hall of Fame. Whitaker didn't survive his first year on the ballot. He got almost no support. And so people argue whether or not he's a Hall of Famer, but pretty much everybody agrees that he deserves more consideration than that, right? If you don't get 5% of the vote your first year, you're just done. And it wasn't like there was this onslaught of candidates who just got lost in. He just got overlooked. So I know there are a lot of fans, not just Tiger fans, who want to see Lou get a better look from a veterans committee at some point, because the glove was great and the bat was there. Second baseman generally didn't hit as well as Whitaker as long ago as the 80s. So I hope Sweet Lou gets a better look at some point.
I agree.
All right, here's Mitch Garver.
Sorry, Cameron, didn't see your comment in time there. There's a little bit of a lag. And
at 20%, I'd try hit and run. So would Brent. I'm a little more.
I try to temper my aggressive tendencies until about the fourth inning, and then all bets are off after the fourth.
All right, Ty Cobb is a sensational bunter, a 10. And that was a big part of his game, or really back in the day, a lot of slap bunts. He just controlled the bat so well. So I'm taking over Detroit here for a second. And Tino, I hope you're still there. You tell me, Tino, hit away or bunt with nobody out. Ty Cobb leading off. We'll wait. I wish we had the Jeopardy music.
I was going to say, we need some countdown.
Them off the podcast, right?
The final countdown.
But it's
true.
Maybe. Kind of hard to know that.
That first caught stealing, dulled our edge. I dulled our edge a little bit.
Brett and I make all the right calls the inning after. But,
all right, we got a thumbs up.
Are we bunting or are we hitting?
I think we're bunting.
I need it clear.
All right.
You want me to bunt? Hold on. Brett's got a point.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you would have gotten more exposure.
I realize the show has ground to it. I realize the show has ground to a halt. That's a good point.
Yeah, no, it's a good call.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just
Brett wants to bunt.
I think we should bunt.
Just go with it.
I think we go with it. Yeah, sorry, there's a little bit of a delay on some of the comments, but
foul ball.
Ooh.
Foul ball. Now it's 0-2, so obviously it's going to hit 0-2. See, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. As Cobb strikes out. Now we may have lost Tino after that, but okay, we'll flip it back. Here's Carlos Guillen. Sends it for a ride. Looks like it's off the wall. Guillen with a stand-up double. He is 40% to steal third. Just let him know we know he's there. As Hank Greenberg digs in. My computer is broke. It might be. It's a new computer, though.
Oh.
Grounder to first. Blyleven.
I lost video of your of the screen. It's black.
All right, I'm gonna reload in case it's a persistent thing. Let's see. Present, share screen. Entire screen, this one with the audio, share. Better?
Yes, we're back. All right.
Roto?
Yep, we're back. Norm Cash is up. Is that right?
Here's Norm Cash.
All right.
Yep, with two down, Guillen on third. It's a foul ball, but Travis has a beat on it.
Shortstop.
He's got a point.
Cecil, Travis,
He doesn't just hate Ty Cobb. It's just altogether faulty. Here's Cecil Travis. Good bunter. We'll keep that in mind for later.
Ball four.
As he walks. The leadoff
Here we
walk.
go.
Somewhere
at?
from his home, Ed Killian is like, son of a home plate ump, that leadoff walk. Chuck Knobloch's a terrible bunter, and Travis
What are we
is
at on
28% to steal.
28%. All right. I guess we just hit away.
Hang on a sec. I think I can make this better. Let's see here. Let me see if that helps. A little bit. Hold on. We can do
No, the
better than
organist
that.
is gone.
All right, there we go. A little less of an eye chart. So, Chucky Knobloch. Ooh, we got a lot of that.
That's gonna be real good. Fireworks.
No,
Oh, dang it.
no. Ty Cobb says, I say thee nay. But here's Kirby Puckett. One down. Travis, 23%.
Strike three.
Oh, the curb sits down. Can
Froze,
Goose
yeah.
Goslin
Oh,
save the
shoot.
inning? I'm sorry. Kirby struck out and Goslin grounded out to third. And that's the end of it as we go to the top of the fourth. Oh, wait a minute. King Kelly.
We need our own
Always
King
thought
Kelly page just so we can link to it so we don't have to explain it.
Man. Here's Harry Heilman.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, Goslin boots
oh.
it.
Inside the park.
Go, Heilman. Well, he gets a double out. Heilman has hit safely in 13 straight games. That's good to know. Here's Mickey Tettleton.
Strike
Sitting
three.
down. Miguel Cabrera.
Foul ball.
1-2 to Cabrera. A dribbler to Gaetti. A great play to get Miggy at first. Sweet Lou stepping in. Good, good bunter, but 2 down.
Oh,
Like Goslin's on it. Yep. So we go to the bottom of the fourth, still scoreless. Gary Gaetti to lead off.
Strike three.
Sit down. Rod Carew. Oh, takes it like a champion.
all right. Where are we at? What's the percentage?
Good news, Brent. 74%.
Ooh, I think we send him. What do you
Roy
think?
Seavers 1 for 1. You can steal or you can hit and run.
Let's just do a straight steal.
Okay. And he's off.
That was a good jump.
And he's out.
That was a bad jump. Dude, Tettleton is just mowed us down.
just hates the stolen base, man.
That one's on you, Rob. I take no responsibility for that.
Yeah, right? The first one was 91%.
Well, Tettleton has laid the marker down.
Hey, and it was Tino who got
Cameron's giving us
Tettleton
some
in.
stick now. Dang it. All right, next time we hit and run.
Good jump, bad landing. That's exactly
There you go.
right. Oh, and here we go.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
We should start
All
our
right,
own,
here's Alan Trammell.
petition for Sweet Lou.
Take your base.
We could make that happen. I can't even tell how fast Trammell is right now. Oh, here we go, 65%. So, Tino, Trammell on first, nobody out, scoreless game. Trammell 65% to steal. Ty Cobb is up. Is this hit and run, or bunt? You tell me.
Don't tell him about
Yeah,
Garver's
swap.
arm. Please don't tell him about Garver's arm.
I got to look at that. Nobody's a 1. Come on.
I think even remember that time I tried to sneak John Oliverud in that old sim we had as a catcher. I think even he had like a 3-arm.
Yep. Couldn't call a game, couldn't frame the ball, but he could throw pretty good. All right, so we're bunting. Oh, first they're checking on Trammell. Fouled it off. Well, 0-2. We're just hitting away now. Oh, look at that.
Jump. Ah.
Me. Just saying. Look at this. All right, I'm turning it back around. Going back to
Bert.
this.
Bert.
I love that the last input we got was bunt right before the 2-run homer as the Tigers take 2-0 lead. Here's Carlos Guillen. Yeah, not quite the same money shot there.
Tino.
Ty Cobb just knocked my computer back into proper working order.
It's back.
Here's Hank Greenberg. That got out in a hurry, too. Greenberg's safe on a.
It's falling apart, Webb.
An error? It was just a slow roller. It was a hit. Infield hit. Yeah, it's starting to fall apart. Norm Cash to Carew. That's easy enough. They threw a second, too. Did they get them both? No. Oof. Stepped on first, fired to second, didn't get Greenberg at second. Here's Harry Hallman. With a sharp shot to left, and Greenberg scores. It's 3-0 Tigers. Hey, now's a good time to check that Minnesota bullpen.
Time to get Frank Viola up.
Bring that screen over here. Viola doesn't even make the active roster. It's hard to believe, but he's right there on the edge. Eddie Guardado, everyday Eddie, is still on the farm.
That's nice.
A lot of guys.
Aguilera, I like it.
Joe Nathan. Guy who doesn't get enough pub. Joe Nathan. He was incredible.
He had a good.
And they got Duran and Aguilera. There's a lot going on here. Just only one left-hander, so use them sparingly. But yeah, all right. Just in case. Just to let you know, Bert, that we do have options. Puckett. All right. It's a sinking liner. Puckett dive. Out chance 64%.
Every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, right. He didn't get it. So it didn't get past him. He just didn't. He trapped it, I guess. But now the Heilman's going to take third. If we throw to third, we have a 26% chance to get him. I think you got to take that odd, yeah?
I think so. Why not? 2 down.
Safe. So first and third, 2 outs, 3 runs.
Fake throw to third. Throw
Miguel
to first.
Cabrera at the plate. They should have that button.
Can we request that for the software guy? Oh man, we're getting trounced.
I can ask. They're pretty receptive, so. But this is probably all for Bert. I mean, he may get out of the inning, but man, who's it going to be here? I think it's
LaTroy.
I'm going to say it wrong, but I think it's Camilo. I think it's Camilo Pascual to give us some length.
All right.
He's just up and hasn't started at all, so it'll take him a while to get warm because he's a starter usually. But
what's a couple more?
And he got called up because Jim Cott is hurt. Looks like they got Whitaker at first. All right. So we go to the bottom of the 5th after the Tigers put up a 5 spot.
5 spots. Jeez.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Ty Cobb hated the home run. It's true. And Tino points out, yeah, that's fine. It didn't get very high, right? It was just a line drive that
he roped that pretty good.
And then,
yeah, he probably does take it on that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Rob.
Maybe he figured he'd just steal second off Garber next. So no big deal, right?
It's like that. Was it that Maramba line that Bugs Bunny used to do?
Yep. Here's Heidi Manouche. Not getting it by the underrated Carlos Guillen.
Look at
Here's
Pendleton,
Mitch
even backing up
Garver.
the throw to first.
Right? He's all heart. Cecil Travis. Sounds like the guy you'd be disappointed to get in the bubblegum pack, right? Be like, Cecil Travis again.
It's like we got a lot of Cecil Fielder cards over the years in those.
Right? I remember he exploded a couple years after his actual rookie came out, or maybe 1 year after, and sent us all back to our pile of commons. Going, where's that 86 Donner Cecil Fielder? He's a Blue Jay. Hey, here's Ty Cobb again.
Yeah, there Rob's got it. The Gas House Gorillas conga line. That's what I was thinking of.
That's it.
That's good. That's a great cartoon.
Oh, not to mention Mickey Tettleton, star of the silver screen. Tino, since you seem to be the Cobb whisperer, he's up again with one out and nobody on. What do you think?
The Gas House Gorillas.
Last time on his 2-run homer, it was bunt.
Be right back.
TikTok. Roto will be right back. Meanwhile, Brett, love to hear you too, since you seem to be our two Monster Tiger fans today. Am I bunting or am I swinging away with Ty Cobb? Anyone? First one in gets the call.
I just spilled my drink. I will be another minute here.
Oh,
Sorry. Bad news.
no problem. The fact that we got to episode 85 before somebody spilled a drink is pretty impressive, actually. Tino's in first. He says bunt. Oh, it's beautiful too. Look at that. Save for first. Hey, Cobb's 95% to steal. I think I know how that's going to look. So we'll send him. And he's in there. Okay, 44% to take third. I think we're good. So I'll flip it around again. We'll get back in control of Minnesota, who's hurting for certain. Yep, pulled a euchre, spilled the beverage. Brett wants another bunt. All right, with one out. Brett, again, you want Guillen to bunt. He's a terrible bunter. With one out, I don't think you want Guillen bunting. But let me know. But I got to believe. Oh, bunt again for Cobb. That's what you meant. Right. This is obviously hitting. Carlos Guillen with a sharp single to right that'll score Cobb. No, doesn't score Cobb. Must have hit it too hard. First and third, one out for Hank Greenberg. Yeah, you're not going to bunt with Guillen. He's a terrible bunter, and there was one out. So, but it's now 6-0 as Hank Greenberg single to right scores Ty Cobb. Game's get. Oh, hang on. I almost forgot. We're done with Blyleven. We'll let Roto know when he
Pitching
gets
for Minnesota,
back.
Camilo Pasquale.
Camilo Pasquale. I'm sure that's pronounced wrong. We'll try to get that fixed. Norm Cash steps in. One out. Cash 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, that's a good point. Clu Hayward led the league in most defensive categories, including nose hair. Oh, and Cash sits down. Heilman with a single to left. Will Guillen test Roy Sievers? A 12% chance if we throw home. Well, it's better than nothing. We will cut that throw to third. And get nobody anyway. Game's getting away from us, much to the Tigers fans' happiness. Pendleton does sit down, though. But 2 more for the Motor City Kitties. They go up 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th with Chuck Knobloch. And now, Kirby Puckett, Roto. You're close. Eyes walking.
Whew. Okay. Sorry about that.
Hey, right on time.
I,
Kirby Puckett's on base with a 20% chance to steal.
that was a major E6 on my part. I dumped the entire thing.
I can't-
I don't think it hit any electronics, thankfully, but woo.
I mean,
All
we've
right.
all done it, right? But
There's clumsy, and then there's old man clumsy, and that was the latter, man. Whew, that was some terrible dexterity there. All right, where were we?
we got one out, Puckett on first, down 7-0.
Down 7. Dang it!
And
I'll leave you for
Cameron
30
Fletcher-
seconds. If we're down.
Cameron Fletcher says it's time to hit. Right? Sorry,
Let's do it.
sorry
Fine.
about that.
Let's do it. Let's do
Cameron
it.
Fletcher says it's hit and run time. So
All right. I'm on. Oh man!
it's a fly. You can't do much with that. Puckett back to first. Here's Gary Gaetti.
What's our steal? Oh.
It was like
Dang it.
24% or something.
Oh, okay. No worries.
It's a bit of a misnomer. Young Puckett could run, but older Puckett, not so much. We're getting 2 hit. We have 2 hits and 2 errors, but other than that, going well. We did get Blyleven out of there, so
I don't think there'll be any extra
fastball.
innings tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Hey man, I don't blame you, Cameron. Right at 7-0.
Yeah, worth the try.
Right. Here's Lou Whitaker. 0 for 4 on the day. Tough day for Lou. Wow, it looks like Pasquale's nickname was the Little Potato. Not exactly the most intimidating name I've ever heard.
I'm sorry. Say again. I had to take the headphones off for a sec. What was his
I
nickname?
don't know how to say it for sure. It's either Camilo or Camillo Pasquale. His nickname was the Little Potato.
Yeah. Term of endearment, I guess.
I think they should have workshopped that a little more. I think.
I'll take the arrows for that one. Try stealing first. There you go.
Rob knows what's up. That's that Matt Canada offense. Doesn't quite work. Hey, Carew's a 9 bunter, and we've only got 2 hits off Hal Newhouser so far.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm thinking, let's drop one down. Run. Oh, of course. Man. We have no luck today at all. Oh, look at Sievers. Money.
Should we just hit and run again?
He has to steal. Normally, yeah, why not?
Let's do it. Mickey Tettleton, man.
And now part of it is Newhouser's a lefty, right? So he's probably keeping him a little bit close at first, but
yeah, the new Willie Mays. That's just going
man. We're gonna get Mickey Tettleton in the All-Star game tonight.
There you go. Yeah, you just won the Gold Glove.
Heine Manouche with a little bit of a pepper in it, but no, Heilman's all over it. So we go to the top of the 8th. The Tigers come up. Ty Cobb 2 for 3 on the day. Oh, that's news. I didn't know you could just push I to change your infield depth. Yeah, it doesn't work. So we'll just keep doing this. All right, so bring the infield in. TD, you hitting away against drawn in infield in the corners.
7-0. Ugh.
I'm just letting you know because he's Tiger fan number 1. Brett, you wanna chime in here too? Love to hear your opinion. We're not letting Cobb bunt again, but I don't know if anybody ever felt confident coming in on the grass against Ty Cobb, right? Because I'm sure that's exactly what he wanted on some level, right? Gentlemen, I'm going to call it in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hit away. You got it.
Strike 3.
Oh, he sits down just when it was going so well. And I'd established credibility again. Here's Carlos Guillen.
Wow. Ooh,
The little potato can move. Very nice.
that's impressive.
Hank Greenberg steps in. Great. It was one of his better moves. Here's Norm Cash with 2 down.
Strike 3.
Sitting down. All right, Mitch Garver in the bottom of the 8th. Got to be something else we could do here. Let's see. Let's check that Minnesota roster. How they're hitting versus lefties. Yeah, Garver sucks, but we could pinch hit for him.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go
Armin.
Tony Oliva. Tony Oliva
Sure.
is our best against the lefty who's not in, and then we can put Mauer in after that.
Mawa.
Pinch hitting for Minnesota, Tony Blyleven.
Not bad. Bring a Hall of Famer off the bench. Hey, and look at that. It's a comeback.
Now, I don't know the Chandler
Okay,
Park. I'm trying to remember. That's not ringing a bell. Does that ring a bell with you?
No, it wasn't. I don't remember what Chandler Park did. I remember Shen-Ming Wong from the Yankees absolutely eating it at third base and ruining his entire career. But what else we got?
Yeah, Tettleton's been doing the job.
I think Tettleton's. He's probably going to win.
He won the Gold Glove tonight.
And it's 7-0. So, all right. Tony Oliva's on with nobody out. Cecil Travis coming up. Is this a bunt or a hit and run? Or if we're getting 7 runs back, we're just going to have to get some hits, right?
Sounds good. We might have to get Freehan in there just so we can see his jawline.
What?
Like I was like,
Ooh, it's not
cartoonish.
bad. That's not a bad call. Hey, look at this.
Like
Another.
you're drawing
no, wait.
Superman's jaw.
Looks like Oliva broke it up.
He was batting
right,
Ren
let's see.
first. Jim Boach filled the ball, went to tag him, and he jumped up and kicked him. I haven't seen that. I'll have to go to YouTube for that one.
I haven't seen
The old,
that. Take a look at that.
Izzy Alcantara.
Right? That was so good. What was the other one? Dave Stewart kicked Pat Corrales, the manager, once. And not
Did
only
he really?
Dave Stewart have death eye, right? But he had like 4 black belts. Like not the guy to mess with. And Pat Corrales. I'm trying to find the video. It was Marv Albert showed it on the Letterman show ages ago on his Albert Achievement Awards. But Pat Corrales, when he managed the Indians, got thrown out and went to the bat rack and was just flinging bats like boomerangs out onto the field. And I'll never forget Marv Albert's line. He goes, Indians manager Pat Corrales losing contact with reality.
Is Marv Albert still calling games right now? Like,
all right.
Is he?
I'm not sure.
I mean, he's like a local guy. I just never see him or hear him anymore.
He works out in the New York market. So I know he did Knicks games. There was a famous, to segue completely off, I had the play-by-play call back when I worked in radio. And it was when the Knicks had Sidney Green. And they tried to move Ewing to power forward and play Green at center. They're like, we got the 2 towers. We'll be unstoppable. And there's this great bit, because it's Marv Albert's voice, and he's like, Green to the hoop. No good. Rebound Green. He puts it up again. No good. Green fights for the ball. He has it. He puts it up. No good. And then long pause, and he goes on air. Sidney Green is killing the Knicks.
Love it.
Only a guy like Marv Albert could get away with that call live, right? But all right. So anyway,
A couple other
if you
quick
had
comments
Knicks
before we lose
basketball or
9-0.
Sidney Green on your pigment card. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Is killing the Knicks.
Yeah, he coached later. Yep. Derek Jeter was going to go to University of Michigan, but he got drafted in the first round by the Yankees. And he asked Michigan coach Freehan, what should I do, coach? And Freehan said, you got to go. So told him, don't come to Michigan, head to New York. So I appreciate
That's
that
impressive.
from Mr. Freehand. And apparently Marv Albert retired last year. All right. Kudos to you, Marv. Here's
Appreciate
Chuck
it,
Knobloch
guys.
Ball 4.
walking.
Oh, rally caps.
Telling you, Brent. Right?
Here it goes.
Your guy is this straight hit. You want to hit and run? What do you want to do here?
No, just
One out,
hit.
bottom of the 8th, down 7. Just hitting here.
I won't run us out of this inning. Let's try it. As in just swing away.
I'm afraid to tell. Oh, it's a dribbler. It's a travel.
Oh, he cracked it.
Safe.
Oh, here we go. This is when we need Kent
Bases
Herbeck off
loaded.
the bench.
For Goose Goslin.
Let's
we
do
do have
it. Let's
Kent
do it.
Herbeck. But Goslin's our second best hitter. Hold on.
Yeah, this
Face
I
on the
think he's your
lefty.
guy.
Yeah, it's Goslin. We might pinch hit for Manouche. That's possible. But anyway. Okay. So, Goose Goslin, show us something, man. You got some of it.
That's a run now.
It'll get one in. Got to get one in. Yeah. The throw goes to second, and Travis scores. And we're on the board. 7-1.
Take that, Newhouser. Yeah,
Right?
by Albert Herbeck. Yeah.
Prince Albert. Come on, Gary Gaetti.
Strike 3.
Sitting down.
Well, we're on the board.
Hear the crowd? The crowd did not like that call. All right, so we got Joe Mauer coming in to catch. And Pasquale's been doing all right, so he's got 20 pitches left. He might last a little while. Oh, Tettleton, 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts.
I don't remember. So did Herbeck actually pulled Gant? Man,
Oh, yeah. Well, depends on if you're a Twins fan or not, right? Kickoff play at first, and Gant barely gets his foot back in. He just like stabs the foot in, and Herbeck puts the tag on him and just keeps pushing him because he's off balance, and he loses contact with the base, gets called out. It was
awesome.
Dirty as hell, but it was smart too.
Man, I don't
And
even
to
remember
this
that.
day,
My memory is so
The Twins fans are
terrible.
like, nah, dude, he was just off the bat.
Yeah, it was with momentum, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
s-
Yeah, that was it. That Mauer was struggling against lefties. But had we
Yeah.
looked closer at the throwing problems that
when you have a
Mitch
chance to
Garver
put a
has,
catcher in that
probably-
as an arm of one, you do it.
I'm gonna look
Like that's
at I don't think any major league catcher has an arm of 1. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna look into that tonight. I think that might be a bogus stat on Mitch Garver. So yeah, that's why he got in there. So all right, runner on first. Ooh, Mickey got some of that. Yeah, maybe all of it. Oh,
dude, Tettleton has just murdered us tonight.
didn't know.
Cameron's
Tettleton's
right.
middle
Gaddy
name
did have
was
enough
Man-
fouls.
Yeah,
My word.
yeah. We can get somebody up in the bullpen, but Duran hasn't pitched in ages.
Oh,
But this game,
man.
Hitting for Detroit.
Oh look,
Charlie Gehringer.
I guess they're pinch hitting Gehringer for defense. I don't know. Interesting. We'll let it happen. Cabrera was not impressed at getting pinch hit for with the guy who popped out to second, but okay. Here's Lou Whitaker.
Ooh, that sounded pretty good. It's not.
Sounded good. Roy Severs is here. Yeah, Cameron Fletcher has got the exact right stats here.
As Rob said, yeah, there's an arm. Who is that Mets catcher that got the yips? I forget his name.
Mackie Sasser.
Yes, that might be an arm of one.
Mackie Sasser. He could
It's so
throw a guy
painful to
out
watch.
in second, but Fletcher, yeah, ended his career.
So
really.
painful to watch.
All right, so
But
we say this is the fastest 60 minutes of baseball, but it might not be tonight anyway. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Tigers up 9-1. Newhouser trying to complete this game. Rod Carew.
That would be funny if they put a position player in there.
Right. Also, Rube Baker from Major League 2. He had the yips as well. Solved by Penthouse Magazine, as I recall. Here's our Roy Sievers. We'll hit and run in honor of Cameron Fletcher. Man, it has been a day for your Minnesota Twins as Roy Sievers pops out to third. Here's Heine Manouche. Oh, Carew's 75% to steal, Roto. You want one last crack at the Mick?
I do. We got to ruin his night in some capacity.
And he's off. Yes.
Feels good, man.
Carew's
Feels real good.
There. Right? Heine Manouche with a little pop fly. Ty Cobb's not worried about it. Carew's not going to try him.
Joe Mauer.
Hey, Joe Mauer's like, I'm finally here, boys. And he sits down. Been that kind of
The
night.
final score from Target Field: Detroit 9, Minnesota 1. Hal Newhouser is the winner. He is now 2-1 on the season. Bert Blyleven picks up the loss. He is now 3-2. Ty Cobb hit home run number 2 on the season. Mickey Tettle hit number 2. Time of the game, 2 hours, 54 minutes.
I mean, I'll be very honest with you. It felt a lot longer than that.
Yes, it did.
But hey, you got to at least here we go. We got some happy people out there. Moral victory. Go Tigers. Ty Cobb
Tigers are looking good.
Ty Cobb 2 for 4, got that average up to 260. You know what we need? We need to go to Wrigley and Bogart their sign and have the Cabo meter for the outfield because we got Ty Cobb up to 260. So we're happy about that.
He's on his way.
Nice to see Newhouser back on track because he's a really good pitcher and just scuffled on the way out. Player of the game has got to be Newhouser. Yeah, Newhouser. 9 innings, 1 earned run.
Munchkin, sorry, man.
Yeah, finally. I was kind of hoping we didn't have any diehard Twins fans out there today. It was a rough one, but sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Well, we need to give Garver some ice on his elbow there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up Mitch Garver and see if that arm should really be that bad. I can't imagine it should be a 1. So maybe that'll help in the coming weeks. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes we have a laugher. Today was a laugher, but that's life in eternal baseball. If you like seeing the best players of all time compete all simultaneously in their prime, then you're in the right place. The Eternal Baseball Podcast is every Sunday at 9 o'clock, but you can find Eternal Baseball all the time on our homepage, eternalbaseball.com. We post the scoreboard every day. We post the league leaders at the end of the week. We post 2 players of the day, and on the team-specific message boards, we post the box scores every morning for that day's games. So you can follow your team. And again, just like Tino, who's been helping us guide the Tigers along, let us know. What do you want to change? Who do you want to see play more, play less? Who should be in the rotation? Who should be in the pen? Who should be up or down? Let us know. We'll never know any team better than their diehard fans. You can also follow us on Twitter or X if you prefer, and also on Facebook. So there's lots of ways to interact with Eternal Baseball. Hopefully we'll have a little more competitive game next week. We'll see. But we survived night 1 on the new computer, and Brent's keyboard survived the
still intact. Yes.
of 2023. So
Coke Zero almost did a number there, but I got lucky.
So in all, we're going to call that a win, even though it probably didn't feel like it if you suffered through that as a Twins fan. So. But thanks for joining us. We
appreciate everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's always fun to chat it up with you guys. So
yeah, we had a lot of interaction today, and that's great. If you can like the channel, subscribe to the channel, that always helps. And if you liked it, maybe we'll see you again next week for another thrilling edition of the Eternal Baseball Podcast.